Are you good?
I mean, I'm not great, you know?
Why? Tell me.
Because I'm a little fucking oompa.
Do you feel okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I feel okay. It was way less fun to be 39 weeks pregnant and feeling like fucking, you know.
Did you like raw dog the birth?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
it. I mean, not really. I took like the meds, but like it came out of my vagina, if that's what you mean by raw dog.
I mean, I kind of meant the whole, like, I guess I don't know. Whatever it meant to you is what I meant. Whatever.
Well, I love using raw dog where you shouldn't.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I just love being like, and I raw dog this, and you know what it actually means?
I like raw dog airplane flights all the time. Like
that's the new thing.
Yeah.
My using raw dog wrong. What's a raw dog flight? Right.
No, of course, Danielle.
Wait. What's a raw dog a flight?
Well, okay, like you don't have like technology.
Oh, you don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, or like something like that. Yeah.
Wait, why do you have to go to the extreme? You can't just not connect
for me,
to Wi-Fi?
I'm like, it's like for me, I think it's a little less like. Why are we being so strict about it? But like
about raw dogging the flights.
Yeah,
like a TikTok thing.
Yes, of course. But like we kind of joke. My husband has to fall asleep with his AirPods in every night, like listening to something. That's the only way he can fall asleep. But I raw dog sleep every night. I don't need anything.
I love that.
And so like,
no, I am obsessed.
Every now and then, once in a blue moon, he'll fall asleep without his headphones. I'm like, I can't believe you raw dogged the sleep last night.
Oh my! What does he listen to? Podcasts?
Yeah, he always listens to like podcasts or like music or something. If I listen to anything, it's like a sleep story on Calm.
I like nights that he falls asleep with his AirPods, and then I hear it in the middle of the night, and I think like someone's because like one fell out. Also,
are you a light sleeper?
No, actually.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
How are you waking up from that though? I don't wake up for anything.
Like maybe if I was like, maybe it was pregnancy, and I was like turning around, then I was like hearing like mar mar mar, and I was like, who's in our bed?
Who's in our bed?
Oh my God, you guys. Joey King is here.
Yay.
That's so exciting. And also, what a cool name. I was thinking about it. And it's not fake, everybody.
No, it's my, that's my name.
That's your name.
I was born with. It's not short for anything. It's my actual name.
Thank you, parents.
Yeah, thanks. I'm named after my grandfather. His name was Joseph. And he passed away a couple years before I was born. And my mom loved her dad so much that she wanted to name me after him.
And you weren't a boy, so.
And I wasn't a boy. And she was like, her name's going to be Joey anyway.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
We don't care. She's not a boy.
I know.
And it's such a cool last name, too.
Thank you. That's my real last name.
I know. I was like, it must be, something in here must be staged. No, it's
People
not.
ask me that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a middle name, which is like fine. It's like.
Lynn, right?
Lynn. Yeah. Wow.
Is it after Britney Spears' mom? Oh.
No, my dad was allowed to pick our middle names. My mom allowed him that.
I have a middle name too. I feel like that trend has ended, even though you're way younger than me. First of all,
I like a middle name.
Yeah,
yeah, I like a middle.
It gives it like.
I think it's fun. It's like a little. It's a little bit of like you see someone's name, there's no mystery to it, and then you're like, oh, a third name. There's a little mystery to it.
Like Ben Affleck is like Gomez or something.
What?
The middle name. He has like a very random middle name. You're right.
There's a little mystery.
Which you would only find out later.
If you meet new people and you don't have anything to talk about and you're having social anxiety about it, you can at least spend 10 minutes being like, oh, guess my middle name. You know what I mean?
You've played that before?
Sure. Of course. Like, okay, it starts with this, 4 letters. Like, it takes, there's a little real estate that it takes up. So, like, you don't have to, like, talk to someone you don't know for that long.
So, but you are right about the mystery because that is something you would find out by, like, Googling or something.
Yeah, or being like, you know, you've been friends with someone for, like it's a new friendship, like 2 weeks. And you're like, wait, I don't know your middle name.
Oh.
And then you're like, all of a sudden, you've unlocked a new level of friendship.
That's true. So, guess my middle name, Joey.
Gomez.
Nicole, isn't that random?
What? That's my oldest sister's middle name.
Really?
Kelly Nicole. Amanda Nicole.
And you know what else is wild about Joey King, you guys? She is 24 as we are recording this pod. And
I was like, I am.
You did look. What, you do feel older?
No, I thought I was like, I feel like I thought I was 25 already. But like.
You're ready. You're ready for the B-Day.
Well, I just feel like it's almost here and like. I don't know. I just thought I was for 1 second. Yeah, but the 4 for some reason
it sounded weird. No, but that's so young.
I'm very
like, do you know?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm the youngest woman alive. Like no one's ever been younger.
No, you're so young, and I feel like you look young.
I know.
But something about maybe like the time that you've been around, the things that you have done, being married, like all these things about you give you a little bit like a 5-year boost, you know? You're like, she's 30.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's like people like to discuss my like age slash what they like maturity slash
Oh, they do?
yeah,
I'm not the first.
it's an
Okay.
interesting time. You're like, oh shit.
No, I thought it was just me. I was like, am I
No,
the first woman to ever think that Joey gives older?
it's an interesting topic because like I don't think about it at all because it's just like my life. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, people are always like, wow, you're so young and this is interesting that you're mature in this way and that you're this and you're that. I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but it's me, so I don't really think about it like that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, it makes total sense. But I'm trying to think like I'm picturing you as you're saying 9-year-old Joey. How old were you in the New Girl episode? Were you 9?
I was 11, I think.
Really?
I had, that was a wig in that episode.
Oh,
so
I was just gonna ask that. So you know what wait, you shaved your head then?
I shaved my head the first time when I was 11 for The Dark Knight Rises, and then I did that episode not that long afterwards. So, and I had this like that was the most awful. I still have that wig.
Oh my God.
I still have it like in my closet.
And your part was so funny.
I was so
You were like such a bitch.
Such a fucking bitch.
It was called like Bully, like the episode.
I know that was so it was like I still get haunted by that. I loved that character, by the way. I still get haunted by that by people online being like, I fucking hated her character in New Girl.
What?
I'm like, didn't everyone? Like, why would you like my character?
But like when you say that you were so mature at like 9. I mean, that's how I'm picturing you when you were like to Zooey Deschanel, Jess.
No,
you were like, why did he break up with you? Like, that's what I'm picturing.
I think I was just a little bit more socially aware than like most children. I don't think I was just like this like creepily mature. Like I was mature, but I wasn't like crazy mature. I think I was just a little bit more like in tune with,
and
like,
probably also because you've been working since you were 4.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did that happen? That first commercial at 4 years old?
So my sisters were actresses before I was born. Basically, my mom just kind of like had been told by so many people how cute they were and that they should like be in entertainment, and she kind of got them in like an improv class and like theater group. And when it became kind of like more of a possibility for them to start doing commercials and have an agent, um, she was kind of like, this is a really good way for these kids to have their own money. Like, this is going to be great. Cause like she was like, I don't think we can put them through college. Like, this will be great college fun for them kind of thing. And then obviously it just kind of sprouted from there. Then I was born, became 4. All of a sudden I became 4. And I wanted to do what my sisters were doing.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to be like them. I want to be around them all the time. So they like let me come to the improv theater class with them, even though I was too young to go. But the owner was like, okay, fine. And I just like loved it. And I had so much fun. And then like their agent was like, we should get Joey like to start doing commercials too. Why not? And then I did. And I started doing a commercial. My first commercial was Life Cereal.
And do you remember loving it and being like, this is what I want to do?
When I was 9 and I did Ramona and Beezus, that was the job that I was like, oh my God, I love this so much. I never want to do anything else.
Wow.
And then I was still like, of course I was like 9, but that feeling is still like the same. I feel the same. I like love my job. It's my favorite thing to do.
And how much did you like audition before getting Ramona and Beezus?
So much.
Oh yeah?
Oh my God. My childhood was like a huge majority was spent like in audition waiting rooms.
Wow. And who took you?
My mom.
Wow.
Always like when I was in school before I homeschooled, she would pick me up after school and I'd have like 3 auditions in the city, and I grew up in Simi Valley. So it was like a long drive. We'd go to the city, have like 2 to 3 auditions, pretty much like, at like 2-3 days a week. And it was crazy, but it was like really fun.
Yeah.
And it was super fun.
That's so
And
wild.
sometimes if I had a plan to have a sleepover with a friend,
yeah,
like they just like come with me to the audition just to like sit with my mom in the waiting room while I like did it. And then we'd come out and we'll be like, great, let's go to Jack in the Box and like go home and have a sleepover.
Wait, and when you started getting stuff, your sisters who did it before you, were they supportive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were all working.
Yeah.
Which was cool. My oldest sister decided she didn't want to do it anymore at 15. She was like, she did her dream job at the time, which was Grey's Anatomy. And so she was like, I'm good. But then my middle sister and I have just continued to keep working, but they're like literally my best friends like ever.
We're 3 sisters too.
Are you BFFs?
We are BFFs. We have drama though.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 is like, 3 is a number that you have to deal with.
We don't have a lot of drama
Really?
with each other.
Really?
We're
No
like,
jealousness, like who's hanging out with who? Why did you two go and didn't tell
there's a little
me?
bit of that.
So what's your relationship with that, with like celebhood? Like paparazzi, being famous, like gazillion followers. Like, do you love it? Is it like comes with the job?
I don't know. Like, it's funny to like,
Because you're like super chill about it, it feels like.
I think that's like right. I
Yeah.
think like it's not that it's not cool or exciting to me.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I'm like, oh, I don't even care about it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the art.
I'm very like grateful for that. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. And like also I'm very lucky because usually that is like a platform of like I can, help get things made easier because of those things.
Yeah.
And, like that's really exciting for me. But in terms of like the the poppiness of that,
Yeah.
it is like I don't really have like any complicated relationship with it, or even like I notice it, of course, but I'm not like struggling with it. Like it's
Yeah.
just like there, and like I also live my life very normally.
Because I feel like you have like a healthy amount, balance, access to you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you didn't do this on purpose, but the way that you did it made it so people love you, but they don't have access to your life. They don't expect you to like share every single thing.
Which is like really, I think, a privilege of, although I don't know. Yeah, I guess I was gonna say it's a privilege of being an actor versus like someone like a musician, because
Right.
a musician, like people really expect you to
Right.
just give them every piece of yourself. But I know a lot of actors struggle with that. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know
Keep on
why,
doing it, babe.
but it's been like I'm able to live a very normal life, which is nice.
And for the act, you were nominated for like every award possible. I remember the video when you like found out you were nominated.
Oh my God.
You were like, you couldn't believe it.
I cried. I was like amazed. I was
Yeah.
really, really amazed. Because it was like the kissing booth was this like kind of this huge thing, right? And it changed my life in this way. And it was like this cultural zeitgeist kind of thing. And then I was so amazed by that, so grateful for that. So like the opportunities that came from that, incredible. And then the act happened. And then I was like, wow, like I've been working like my whole life to like hopefully get the opportunity to like showcase that I have a lot to show, I guess. And that show really was a big deal for me in that
Yeah.
way. And I was
By the way, you guys, Gypsy is pregnant.
I know.
Did you see that before you came?
I did.
She just announced it 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
I know.
Do you feel anything with her because you played her and studied her and everything? Like, do you have some like connection or like anything?
People really like to try to find out what my like
Thought is. What do you think? Right. I know.
And
It probably was wild when she first got out of jail. I'm sure you were bombarded with that.
It was a lot of my phone was like I was like, guys,
Yeah.
I know. I know I know that. It is really interesting because I played her, but I never met her or necessarily interacted. So I feel like, I understand the curiosity, but I think a lot of people like kind of forget that I played her, I'm not her.
Yeah.
And so like, yes, like, I understand the curiosity of like what my opinion is on all these things or like how I'm feeling but also like she's trying to create her own name and her own life for herself now that she's out of jail. So like I would hate for her to feel like she's also forever tied to me in that
Yeah.
way, because it's like her life to
Yeah.
kind of create. Like she's free for the first time. She needs to kind of, find what that means for her,
I'll tell you what's so crazy about your role in the act, I feel like for me and a lot of people, is like there are people that knew of this story that like have seen things about it, read about it, and there are people that haven't at all
Yeah.
and literally learned exactly what happened because of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And you did become her. I mean, you were so good. The voice you did. I mean, you shaved your head again.
Yes, I did.
How was that growing it out?
I was just talking about this. I was literally just talking about this as I was leaving my hotel. I was like, my hair was like getting caught in my earring, and I was like, oh, I'll just shave it again. And my stylist Jared was like, you could. I just wish you could like jump to the
To the
fully
next
grown out
stage.
part.
Yeah.
It is so hard to grow
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Right, because I was looking at your all your nominations and stuff, and where was it where you wore that big red dress?
The Emmys.
So, and your hair was like in a swoop, and I was like, I know she's growing it out.
Yes.
She's growing it out.
Yeah, because we like it was kind of crazy. Like we released the show, like we finished filming it in February. It was released in March. It was the craziest turnaround. And then the Emmys were like that September. So my hair was very much still like freshly grown.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it was looking real
So if you had to like shave it again for a role,
yeah, I would do it.
yeah,
of course.
you wouldn't think about it twice.
It's just hair and it's
Yeah.
damaged anyway. Like, who cares?
It is
Yeah.
yours
I'm
because
like
of
a
all
fake
the.
blonde. Like, of course, it's like disgusting.
No, your hair is so pretty. And I want to tell you about before because you said you're so excited still that you get to do this thing. And I feel like that really comes across in everything you do. Like you went on Fallon the other night and you were like, I can't believe it. And I was like, I can.
No, literally, I have always wanted to go on Fallon.
Was that your first time?
That was my first time on Fallon. Literally, I told Jimmy behind.
Oh, she's
the
on a
stage-
first name now.
Oh,
Sorry.
I told Mr. Fallon. Sorry, my bad. Mr. Fallon behind the stage. I was like, you were and have been like my comfort watch for so many years. Like this is a huge moment for me. I really was. It was like a huge night. It was very exciting.
That is so cool.
It
that
really was like.
Yeah.
It was really amazing.
Were you nervous? Do you get nervous still?
For sure, but I have like. I need to not get nervous when I do late night because I come off so fucking crazy.
Wait, so did you manage to not get nervous?
I was like mildly nervous, but aware enough that I was like, okay, you're nervous, but like, don't let that overrun your personality.
Wait, what happens when you're nervous?
I just like
You get the opposite of quiet? Like
no,
you
I
go
just
over-
I look like a fucking crazy. I'm like and it's like my personality just comes off like this like psycho who can't calm down when I'm really just like so nervous that I'm like, I want to talk, make sure I'm not being quiet, and like, and it's just it's too much.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You go like you don't get quiet, you get over.
No, that is like my default is like over the top, like because I never want. Like if I'm in a real life conversation with someone that I don't know at a dinner or something, I'm introduced to a friend of a friend or whatever. If there's a lull at all or something, I am feeling that. Like I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable around.
Yeah.
I want everyone to like me.
Yeah.
So I tend to like I'm a very like very talkative.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I'm the same way though. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, I just like to talk. I love to talk.
Well, good thing you're an actor. So you have a lot of friends in the industry, especially your castmate Logan Lerman.
Oh yeah.
From We Were the Lucky Ones. Did you guys meet before or on the set?
Because we played siblings as well in Bullet Train. But yeah.
Wait, I saw Bullet Train. When did he come on?
He's the son who like bleeds out of his eyes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so we like the reveal in the end, spoiler alert, we play siblings.
I loved you in Bullet Train. You also did an accent there.
I did.
You're just full of accents.
I know. I can't get enough. I love it.
You do? You love it?
I really do.
It's so scary though.
It's really fun. It's like I do find like with accents or with like dialect, like voice changing, like with like the act or your Lucky Ones, or like I think like sometimes when you get the extra privilege of having an even like something that dives you into your character even further.
Yeah.
It just there's just such a it really allows
because it makes
me to
it not you. You mean
it's totally freeing. Like it just feels so different.
Right.
I don't know.
Because it's not Joey at all in that moment.
No.
But I would be so nervous. Like, will British people think?
Well, thank God I have a dialect coach with me on set at all times.
So he would tell you if like you sounded not so British.
Yeah. And so like every job I have done. So with Bullet Train and with this movie I did called The Princess, my dialect coach, Jameson, she's amazing. She would always like, she would come in and be like, so, you know, you're kind of rolling that thing and don't do that. It was like really, really helpful. Same with Lucky Ones. We all had the same dialect coach.
Right. You had to do a Polish
accent. Yeah.
Wild.
I know. I was like, I don't know how to do this. And then all of a sudden, you know, work on it enough and there we are. It's
And
awesome.
there you are.
It's really amazing. But yeah, so Logan and I met actually not on Bullet Train. We met when I was 14 at this like panel for AFI. And we weren't like besties by any stretch, but
Yeah.
we were like, hey, respect your game, respect your game. And then we'd see each other over the years like, hi. And then when we did Bullet Train, we became friends. And when we did Lucky Ones, we became like super tight.
Yeah, you're like double dating up the wazoo.
Yeah, his fiance is like one of my best girlfriends.
Oh, wow.
I know. They're the best.
That's so cute.
I love them.
And Sabrina Carpenter sang you down the
Yes.
aisle.
She does sing. That's true.
She does?
Yeah, she
That's
sang.
crazy. What song did she sing?
She sang this song that I don't even know how you pronounce it. I love this song. I think it's called Chugonde.
Is it in a different language?
So yes, it is. I had listened to it years prior to my wedding, and I just like loved this song, and I didn't know I was going to use it in the future for anything. But when it came time, to get married, and she was like, singing me down the aisle, I told her, I was like, there's this French song I really love that I want you to sing. Like, and I know you sing in French sometimes.
Oh, she does. Because if not, that would be a very big ask. And learn French.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She does sing in French sometimes, and she sounds beautiful at it. So I sent it to her thinking, like, no big deal. She was like, of course. And then, like, she calls me and she's like, you fucking bitch. This song is not in French. It's in Swedish.
Oh my God, stop.
I had no idea. I didn't like look at I just loved the sound of it. Like,
no, I'm dead. I'm dead that you assumed it was French.
I know, me too. It's so embarrassing. That's so
I need to listen to it. What is it called?
I'll just write it out for you. It doesn't look how
You're
it's
like,
pronounced.
it's definitely not Chitanga.
It's not a sounded out
Okay.
kind of song. And so like I sent it to her and she was like, called me and said that. And I was like, okay. But I did give you a year notice. And she was like, are you serious? I was like, could you learn it? And she did.
It was important to you, that song.
I mean, I would have, if she was like, I don't know if I can learn it.
So she learned it?
Go, of course.
So she sang the Swedish song.
I know.
I'm dying.
I literally
that is the funniest story.
I know. It's so sweet. Like, she's so annoying. I love her so much.
Wait, and when you asked her, was she excited? Like, did she cry? Was it like maid of honor moment?
She was like so touched, and it was so sweet. And when I was joking when I said she's so annoying, because it's like her and we've been friends for so long, and there's this like our friendship was just like built off of insults for each other. Like,
oh, I love that.
Like, that's like our love language, is like who can be the meanest. Like,
I love that.
It's like really.
How mean does it get?
Oh, it's so funny. It gets
like annoying is tame.
Oh my God, that is
annoying is tame.
That is like level 1.
So what's level like 10?
Oh man, like tearing apart some like hilarious childhood trauma thing, or like going in on someone's like deepest insecurity about their like body or something. It gets bad.
Oh my God.
Like, we were like, yeah, it's really funny though. It's like sweet.
I love that.
It's like, this sounds horrible, but it's really sweet. If you have a best friend, you get it. Like, you know what that means.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't even be mean or anything when she was doing this wonderful thing. It made me cry. It made me cry. Like, the minute I was standing there waiting to walk down the aisle, and like the music started and I heard her start to sing, and I just like started crying.
Aww.
I know. Ugh.
Did you have maids of honor and stuff?
Just my sisters.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you make them do like crazy maid of honor shit?
I mean, they planned a really lovely bachelorette party for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, they took like,
oh, wait, is that when you all dressed up as a Steven or something?
Yeah.
That's so niche. And by the way, you guys, your husband's name is Steven, so you were him, but everyone else was another famous Steven.
Yeah, my favorite
like Stephen
one.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Steve or Steven.
He goes by Steve. Yeah.
Steve or Steven. My two favorites were my friend Ariana was Steve Irwin. And she was amazing. And then my sister was Steve from Blue's Clues.
That is the randomest. Wait, and where was this? Was this like at a house you rented? Did you go, girls?
Yeah, we went to Napa. I'd never been to Napa. I always wanted to go to Napa.
That's an adorable.
We got like fucked up on wine.
I love that.
But you know what the worst part about
that's like less
tasting?
Bougie and annoying than like, just some.
Hit me with an example.
Like, I feel like everyone does these like annoying bachelorettes where they make people fly to like,
like, I mean, my sister,
I love a not annoying, not, you're not taking.
Well, the thing is, our wedding was like in Mallorca. Like,
right.
I'm not gonna like have a wild like European getaway bachelorette party and then also do like, I wanted to keep it like really like relaxed and
Light,
fun.
yeah.
And like my sister-in-laws both had to fly in from Chicago. So like there was already like a big ask there.
Yeah.
So
You're so considerate of his family, I've noticed.
I love them.
That's so
But they're
cute.
so good to me.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, they're just so nice.
And if we didn't mention this, Joey met your husband, Steve. You call him Steve or Steven?
I call him Stevie P, but Steven.
So she met Stevie P
Stevie P.
on the act. So he fell in love with you.
No, I fell in love with him. Let's be clear. He was not into it.
Really?
Like, okay, not to make it sound like that. But
Yeah.
I was like very much into him, but I waited. I was like, I wanted to be professional until we finished.
Because he directed you for a couple episodes?
Yeah. And we became like friends.
And what that turned, you were like, yeah.
Well, I met
directing.
him and I thought he was so cute. Like
Yeah.
I shook his hand and I was like, oh my God, like
Stop.
bluest, most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Wow.
And then I just like flirted with him for 5 months and I waited and I waited. And then like I asked him out at the end of shooting and he was like, what?
What he didn't know. He didn't get the
He had
vibe.
no idea.
Really?
He's
And you
the
were like, I was
only-
putting it on.
He was the only, I like also like I called my family before I did it because I was like, I wanted to make sure I had like accountability. I was like, I'm gonna ask Steven out tonight. And my mom was like, you fucking go.
Have you done that before? Like straight up ask somebody out?
Never like as direct as that, but I have, yes. And I've been like, and like the thing is, people were like, that's so brave. You only had the bravery to do that because you've never been rejected before. That's not true. Like I have asked someone out and it like was like no, and I was like,
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? Is it a text? Like, how do you ask somebody out?
Face to face.
Hey, want to go out?
Not like that. Like it's more nuanced than that. Jesus, can you imagine? I'm
Well-
like you, me, going.
No,
out.
tell me. I'm really interested. I have no idea.
I basically just like, I kind of just said that I was like so fond of him as a person and as a friend, and that I really thought we'd be super compatible. And I really, know.
Stop.
it was really sweet. And he was like, I mean, he kind of was like, not
So
really
you think
into
he
it.
wasn't catching the vibe for the months that you were?
No, I don't think so. He's really like, yeah, he was just like extremely. He never flirted back with me. I was still just like trying my best and he was just kind of not really taking the bait. So when I asked him out, I was going in extremely blind. Like
Wow.
I had no idea how it was going to
But then he fell for you after the date.
I made him fall for me. Yeah.
You worked your charm.
I worked my charm. I mean, listen, he met me looking like
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. He fell in
And-
love with you when you were playing.
I mean, he met me looking like, but that's all honestly not even it. Like, he was like, I never had allowed myself to think of you like that. Like, I would never have allowed myself to think of you like that. We're working together, like keeping it professional.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let that shit go. We're
Yeah.
not working together anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Right. So when he proposed, were you like, I'm a child bride? Or were you excited?
no, I was not like that.
I think of myself
We
as a
had
child
talked-
bride, and I
we
was.
had talked about getting engaged.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But I mean, like I was ecstatic. I was so happy. And,
Yeah.
like it was just my sisters went to look at rings with me. I was on FaceTime with my mom looking at rings with like all of like it was just like a very just it was really I mean everyone loves how can you I mean anyone that knows him he's just the most
You knew
genuine.
that you wanted to like lock it down.
I met him and I told one of our friends who was working with us on the show at the time, I was like, mark my words, I'm going to marry that man one day.
Shut
I
up.
know. I said that. And now
And you
I
did.
manifested a husband.
You did.
I know.
Did you ever think you would get married so young?
I had no expectations for myself in terms of when or if I would get married
Yeah.
or when or if I'd ever have kids. Like I literally was just like, we'll see.
Are you
If-
still like that about the kids part?
I definitely want kids.
Yeah.
I love kids. I
Yeah.
think they're so amazing. But like for a long time, and not even that long. I was like, I don't even know if I'll ever get married or when. And I had no
But with him, you wanted to.
like, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I just that's how I just like felt that way.
Yeah.
I never. It just felt so right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just a very genuine person, and that's like my favorite thing about him.
Your anniversary is coming up too, no?
Yeah.
You are so cute. You would just, because I looked at your Instagram captions to him. I mean, are you a poet? You're
oh my
you're
God,
very
stop
no,
it.
because you're so like
My love language is like I love buying people presents.
Yeah.
I love like surprising them. I like love
So do a
doing that.
scrapbook.
I mean, but I'm
Scrap.
also like not talented in that way.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard.
Like the sound of it, I'm like, oh, that sounds so romantic.
Yeah, it does.
Could never pull it off.
Like artistic what? Like, yeah.
I mean, I could make it look a like a 2-year-old did it.
Yeah,
sure,
right,
but,
right.
like, I couldn't make it look good.
Wait, so is it gonna be 2-year anniversary?
1
Or
year.
1 year?
1 year. I
Wild.
know. I
They
know.
usually say what do they say about the first year? That it's-
Paper.
Oh, paper. If you make him do paper,
Make him
I'm gonna
do paper.
yeah.
What does that
If
mean?
you start,
sound like
I'll be
a
mad
drug.
at you.
If you make him take paper,
No, because if you are like, Steven, our anniversary is coming. Stevie PV. What do you call him?
Stevie P.
Stevie P. If you try to get him to get you a paper something, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be personally mad at you.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna be like, don't make him do the paper thing.
I'm not gonna try to get him to do anything.
Okay.
But I want to do it just because I think it's fun.
Because it's a thing.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. I'm like
Give us-
that's cool. Like
give
you
us-
build a theme, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
You got yourself into
But I
deep.
really like thinking of like fun. I like present buying is like my favorite thing.
Oh, he's so lucky to have you.
Well, like for him too, but like my sisters, my mom,
You
my
buy them presents
grandma.
all the time?
Yes, but like birthdays and holidays, and like also like sometimes I'll see like a shirt and I'm like, oh, just because like I love wrapping presents.
Oh my God. But see, that's artistic. So
It's
you are.
Pretty like
It's a hard
cut
thing to
and
do.
dry.
That's not true, Joey.
No.
Wrapping is one of the hardest tasks.
Once you learn, it's over.
Yeah.
You're like call my mom. She'll do it.
See,
She'll
you're
teach
ready
you
to
how
be a
wrap.
mom. You're ready to be a mom.
Yeah, because I know how to rap.
You know what I noticed lately, Joey? I feel like you've leaned in.
I love when you say my name.
I love it.
It's like I know no one like says your own name when they're talking to you. You know what I mean? No
Oh.
one says like, "Hey, Amanda." Like, you know, it's like I like
I overdo it. Now that I'm thinking about
No,
it, I
I
overdid
like
it.
it.
I overdid it.
I feel
I'm
like,
overthinking
I
it.
feel like I'm flirting with you.
Stop. Oh my God,
Oh my
I'm
God,
a
I love when
CVP.
you say my
I'm
name.
CVP and I'm not noticing for 5 months.
Oh my God.
I feel like you leaned in. There's a new era for you.
Okay.
Do you
tell me.
agree?
I mean, I think so.
You're like Kansing it up.
Yes.
You're fashion weeking it up.
Yes, I am.
Who is she?
She's excited to, I don't know, feel a little hot sometimes.
Stop.
what I
That's
mean?
fun. Yeah.
Nice. Like I also like really love fashion.
Yeah.
I've loved getting a little bit more knowledgeable and into the fashion scene. I don't like the word
Yeah.
scene, but I don't know what else.
But you were like front rowing. Where were you? Where was it? What? I'm gonna fuck this up.
Say it. Try it.
No, I don't know. Louis? Who was it?
Balenciaga.
Okay. Balenciaga. You were front.
Louis?
Our friend Louis.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But
Yeah?
like it's really like I don't know, it's fun to try new things and like,
Yeah.
do new stuff and get into new things. Like
Yeah.
why not? And like it's I don't know. I don't know how to describe. It's a new era.
Yeah. And you don't have to commit. You could like, you know.
It's like I have like a friends with benefits relationship with this new era. Of
Yeah,
things.
right. That you're like leaning into a little now, but who knows?
I do. I've always loved fashion though. It's interesting because when I like quote disappear for a while, it's usually because I'm working and people like forget that and they're like, "Where'd she go?" But like I've always been like, especially in the last like couple years, like my Bullet Train press tour, I was super. Me and my stylist Jared were like super focused on making that like amazing and super killer, and that was a great press tour for me. Like the fashion got so much pickup. And then I went off to go film for a while and people like forgot for some reason that I liked fashion.
Oh, you felt that? You felt that people forgot?
Yeah, it's funny because then the reason I felt that was because when I've been doing like, you know, Can and all these new things, everyone's like, who knew?
Oh, who knew?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
actually, like, I knew.
Eh.
I knew.
You're like, I'm
I knew.
an icon. Bullet Train. Well, you know why? Because Brad Pitt was trying to upstage you.
I know we can't have that.
I know. Because he was wearing all those linens then or something.
I
Was
know.
that
Like, what? Like,
was that wait, was that press tour?
that was that press.
It was?
Yeah, he looked great, but like, he was linening it up.
You worked with so many like huge, I mean, you're huge, but you worked with like, you know, OG huge people.
I don't consider myself huge at all compared
Well,
to
you're
the people that I like.
tiny. So, okay, you're on this press tour with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Can
you
you
like
believe
grew
it?
up on him.
Yes.
Was it insane?
It's funny, like he's a generational hottie.
Right.
Like my grandma, my mom,
Right.
me,
He's
we're all
like-
we love Brad Pitt.
Right. So everyone is probably freaking out that you
I
worked
was
with him.
freaking out.
You were?
I absolutely. I was like, that set was crazy. I
Yeah.
was sitting there being like, are you kidding? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
it was I feel, and I feel that way about Family Affair with
Yeah.
Nicole and Zach. Like, I'm
Right.
obsessed with these people, and I don't get like, I do get starstruck by people. I don't get like weird about it. I try not to, but I get like really like excited.
Wait, Zach and Nicole, have you met either of them before?
No.
A family affair?
No.
No?
No, I'd never met either of them, and like I was so excited.
You were?
Yes, and I still quite can't quite like believe it. I did like a TikTok spoofing Nicole on Fallon yesterday. It was like the
Oh, yeah, I
thing,
saw that.
and like I like was on the phone with her today.
Did you call to
And
get
she was like, I called her. I was like, "Are you mad? Did you like it?" She was like, "No, it was so funny." And I was like, "Yay!" It was like so exciting. And then Zach is just like, I grew up loving him.
You were into High School Musical?
Among other things, everything he did, I was like gold. Like,
You loved
I
him.
loved him. I still love him.
And I feel you two really had good chemistry in the movie.
Yeah, we
like
got
I
along
was
so well.
I was kind of hoping there would be a plot twist.
I've actually heard this from a couple of
Really?
Yes, it's interesting.
Again, I think my thoughts are original.
No, by the way, though, it's still it's original. Like not a lot.
Because of the chemistry of not only you as actors, both of you, but of the characters. Like you like completed him. You were sassy with him. You were giving him kind of what he needs, like the shit, you know, when your partner gives you shit.
It's funny because like some people felt that. I feel like, I mean, because obviously I didn't, and the intention was more of like a sibling like relationship.
Right.
But also I understand where people are coming from. It's also really, I'm the same. I like watching a movie and being like, and what if it didn't go the way it did?
Yeah. Wait, let's talk about that viral moment. That was it Zach that posted it?
Oh yeah.
When you were banging into the door.
Yes.
By the way, you guys, my comment is really like gaining some traction.
Okay, Ms. Popular.
Okay. I commented that it's an Oscar-winning performance of yours. And everyone's loving that comment.
Oh
Everyone agrees that this is your time. No, because that was wild. You banging in.
So funny.
Wait, can you give us some BTS?
Yeah.
Are there bumpers on the thing?
No, a lot of people, if you like, the point was so that it looks super real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm banging my foot against the door to like make the noise, and I'm not banging my head at all.
Damn.
And then I like bang my back of my head on the door like a little bit, but not much. And then I fell on a mat. Like it's
Wait, you have to do your own sound effects?
No, but like I needed something. It wasn't for the sound.
Oh,
It
you
was
needed
more of
like
like
a
I
boom,
needed
boom,
like
boom.
a real big stop to like make it like the body movement stop in the proper way that would feel.
Wow.
It's like a dance.
And how did you choke on the grape and not
Honestly,
really
I was
choke?
really scared I was gonna actually choke on the. I like had this vision in my head that I was gonna start choking on the grape, and everyone would think I was still in the scene, and no one would know, and I died.
Stop.
No, I got so nervous about that. I go worst case scenario. Always.
Anxiety? Wow.
Everything's worst case scenario.
So why didn't you give a heads up before? That would have saved you.
I did.
Oh, you
but I
did?
was still nervous that it would be too long and my airways would be cut up. I choked on a junior mint once recently. That was really scary. I don't know why I said that.
Wait, and how did they save you?
I like threw myself on the ground.
No, shut up.
I was so scared. Have you choked recently?
No.
Anything?
And it's not a fear of mine either. Not even for my babies. People get
Really?
nervous about babies choking. I don't have that fear. I'm like, give
him
him a grape. Like,
Don't cut it in half.
He'll deal with it. I don't have that fear for some reason.
I'm nervous about choking like every day.
You are?
I
Just
I
like
choke on arugula all the time.
Okay, so there's a problem though. There's something
going on.
arugula.
Arugula, like the stringiness. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I like can't. I get so anxious.
You're a baby.
I know. Oh my
you're
god.
You're an actual baby.
I think also my mom made me so nervous I was gonna choke when I was growing up.
Oh,
And now I'm
see?
just like, I'm gonna choke. I'm gonna choke.
Oh my god. Okay, so you popped you threw the grape, or no, you
No.
threw the grape in your mouth, and then how did you?
You threw the grape in your mouth. I threw the grape.
You threw the grape in your mouth, and then had to do. So where was the grape?
I
Did you
put
spit it
on
out?
my tongue
Damn.
so that I wouldn't choke on it, and then I had to spit it out in the scene. So I was like,
You
and then I
guys,
was like,
people don't understand that acting is hard. Honestly,
I love that
honestly,
you're like this scene that's like so
it's
funny.
so hard.
It's like it's a lot of coordination for a scene like that.
And how much you have to practice though?
A little bit. I didn't I mean, like an hour or something, but like I practiced like the day before a little bit because they just didn't want to like, in case it didn't go well, we wouldn't be like wasting time on the day of filming.
Yeah.
But I still did it multiple times because like, you know, the first time I did it, I watched the monitor back and I just felt like you could tell my head was not hitting the door frame. So I just wanted to keep doing it until it was like correct.
I want to tell you, it really looks like, I mean, obviously, because people are loving this BTS clip so much because it's like, she's literally giving herself a concussion. Like, is she okay?
It's so funny.
So this movie is so good, you guys. A family affair. I watched it and it's so fun.
Yeah.
And the three of you together is just like
It's super
perfect.
sexy too. Like it's fun, it's sexy, it's a good summer.
Name your
film.
child Zara. It made me want to. You know, you're like, why aren't more people named
Fast
Zara?
fashion, let's go.
And you had that license plate.
Ick bitch.
Yes.
So funny. Like,
and it was
what?
probably such a fun character for you to play, I imagine.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
Like I love a good comedy.
Yeah.
I really love a comedy because I feel like comedy is very hard because you have to be willing to like totally humiliate yourself because you have to take all these big swings and you don't know if any of them are going to work. And a lot of the times they don't work. But that's why you get to like have like, you know, you do different takes of it so you can try out different things. And I think the most fun part was like I had a lot of my scenes with Zach, a lot of those improv scenes, and like we both were very supportive of one another during those like times of riffing.
Yeah.
And so it was like extremely like non-judgmental.
So you're saying you went off script. You and
yes,
Zach.
it was encouraged, which was nice. Like our director and our writer, Carrie wrote an amazing script, but she was always like, you know, go off the rails, you know, try new stuff. And it was
cool.
really fun. So much of like the script is like incredible. A lot of that script is in the movie and a lot of improvs in the movie, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So now that you're besties with both Zach and Nicole.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Who would you text with more?
Nicole, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's my girl.
She's your girl?
She's Mama Bear.
Stop.
You know what I mean?
What is she like?
She's like she's an angel. Like she's not a real, like she's not of our kind.
Yeah,
she's
no,
like
she
an
doesn't,
elegant angel floating among all of us.
Yeah.
She's also really funny. Like
she is.
She's so funny and she's like so like chill at the same time as being this like elegant angel.
Yeah.
I don't really know. She's like her own category of person.
Oh, wow.
I really like love her.
I could tell that you really love her.
She's like, and it's really nice because it's nice when you work with someone who's like that caliber.
Yeah.
And they're genuinely like, I have zero bad things to say about someone like that. Like, it's hard when you do press and do things like this and someone's like, tell me about this. And you're like, if you didn't like the person.
Right.
You have to be like, yeah, they were great. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, there's always.
Oh, shit. Now I want to know who Joey didn't like.
I mean,
the list is long.
You know? No, it's not long.
Yeah.
It's short, but there's definitely.
There's some people.
There's definitely people on there. But she's.
But she was perfect.
Yeah, like she's Nicole Kidman and she's like one of the nicest people I've ever worked with. Like, it just shows that like to be like Nicole Kidman, like the A-list of all A-listers, like got where she is by being a really wonderful person.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Be nice.
Be nice, God damn it.
And you played an assistant.
Yes.
To Zach.
Yes.
Do you have an assistant?
No.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Truly?
I don't have an assistant. The only times I've ever had assistants are on set. Like the production assigns me an assistant.
Oh.
Which is funny because like that's probably like I need stuff and like it's very helpful.
Yeah.
But like it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm thinking of things that I need. You know what I mean? I need an assistant in real life, but I just like haven't
done that yet.
I'm reluctant to let go of like this piece of my independence, but I think it would be really helpful.
Yeah. Why? Are you like a control freak?
No, I don't even know how to like.
Right, like what to tell.
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't want like, do I give you my passwords? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, they're my passwords.
No, I totally get it.
You know?
Wait, I have to ask you a question. Was Zach's body so ripped because you're like, yes.
Yes.
Because was he filming Iron Claw at the time? Like, or is it that ripped on a daily?
So that's a good question. He was about to go film Iron Claw.
Okay.
But I just saw him for press and I'm like,
still ripped.
Still fucking jacked. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No.
He's like,
tell him he could do a little less. Like
he's like so fit.
It's too much.
It's incredible.
And you're super fit.
No, I would not say
No,
that.
you're a little like athletic.
No, thank you.
You seem athletic.
Thank you. That's the goal. I mean,
That's
like,
the lie.
that's the thing, I can be athletic, but, like, I haven't like, yesterday was the first time I, like, worked out in an entire month. I just didn't feel like it. There was nothing wrong, I just did not feel like working out for a full month, and that's great. I actually have no problems with that. Like, so I do dip in and out of,
Yeah.
like, being healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be on my grind, on my routine, and then all of a sudden I'll just be like, definitely not on that grind.
Yeah.
That's great. That's balance. That's life.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I want to just like not think of. I don't want to like my personal brain. The way it works, I think it works best when like the discipline is kept to a minimum. I don't need to be making myself crazy about what I put in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you seem like a balanced human.
I am, but I also go really extreme sometimes.
Oh, you
Like
do?
one or the other. Like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I did like dry January and I got like super like wellnessy after that
Yeah?
for like 2 months, and then I fell off hard for like.
Wait, dry January is just supposed to be alcohol, though.
Yeah, but I did no
You leaned in.
sugar.
Oh.
I was like every, 6 days a week I'm gonna work out. Like it was like a thing that I was like, I'm doing this health
Did
thing.
it feel good at the time, though?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But like
It was too much.
also it felt really awesome to just like not do
Not.
that too.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fun to do both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Let's do some fast ones.
Oh,
What are
okay.
you watching right now? Do you binge anything?
I do. I'm watching The Bear right now, and I just finished Top Chef Wisconsin, and
Are you loving The Bear? Are you obsessed?
I'm actually really enjoying this season.
Wait, are you? Oh, I think I started off with the first episode being like, what's going on? And then I was like, I actually think it's the best season.
I have not finished with the series yet. I just watched Io's episode, the one she directed.
Which one was
She
that?
directed episode 6.
Was that the birth one?
It was the one with Tina's story.
Oh, I love Tina. You know that she's married to him in IRL?
Who?
Her husband.
In the show?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, you said you were following Joey, and I posted that.
So sorry.
And that's Detective Batista from Dexter, you guys.
Okay, wow.
Did you watch Dexter?
No, but my sister was on an episode. Oh no, a couple episodes of Dexter.
Really?
Yeah, she played
Was she
young
murdered?
Jennifer Carpenter.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But I loved Io's episode so much. I mean, the whole season I'm really enjoying.
It's so
her
good.
episode was like, I was just like, oh my god, she's amazing.
It gets even better.
Yeah.
What would be your dream role? Your dream gig?
What kind of question is that?
So, what is that? Gross? You hate it? Okay.
Not gross at
Bye.
all. No, I'm just kidding. I
mean, it's
don't
hard to
have
think
an
about.
answer for
Yeah.
it. I want to play you.
Nicole Kidman. You want to play Nicole Kidman when she's younger?
It's hilarious that anyone can believe we're related. Look at me. Look at her.
Stop,
No,
Joey.
it's not an insult to myself. We're just like very different species. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can do anything.
Oh, stop it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love being her daughter.
I know, right?
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, people believe that you're related in this fucking movie.
I know. And her like daughter was so sweet too. And like I always like love when like someone's real child is like, I give you permission to borrow my parent for your acting purposes. I'm like, thank you.
So we talked about you working with Brad Pitt, Nicole Kidman, so many huge celebrities. Is there anybody you want to work with?
Tons of people.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to like trying to think off the top of my head who I want to work with. I really want to work with Joaquin Phoenix.
He's so cool.
That'd be really, really
That would be cool to see you two vibing because he's like so
yes. So that.
He's like, I don't know his vibe.
I also really want to work with like Io.
Right. I was gonna say I was
Like,
gonna give
love,
that
like,
answer to you.
The young like girlies right now.
I know.
Really incredible.
Are bringing it.
Like everyone's really I'm like super stoked. Like it's a really cool time for like the girlies.
For the girlies.
the
Have you
girlies.
talked to her? Have you slid in the DMs? Have you hung out?
I've met her before. And
Yeah.
she's like the most sweetest, most
Yeah.
She's exactly how you'd imagine she'd be. Really,
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Really wonderful. I'm trying to think of who else I want to work with. That's a weird two to glump together, but I like couldn't think of anybody else.
Joaquin Phoenix and
Joaquin
Io.
Phoenix and Io, yeah. I don't know. There's more, but I'll just.
How many tattoos do you have?
I think I have 6 or 7.
And I can't see any, so they're all hidden.
Most of them are hidden.
Really?
Yeah, because like I don't want to sit and get them covered.
Oh,
every
yeah,
time.
that is hard.
It's like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you have hummus tattooed on you,
I do.
which people thought was like you got tricked.
No, I know.
And I was like, no, she didn't.
No,
Yeah,
I got
you
hummus.
fully got hummus.
no, and I'm like, that was weird, I guess, to do that.
But it was so funny because I remember when you got it and people legit thought it was one of those like moments where you go get a symbol in a
And then
different
it was
language and then it says like you're stupid. And
yes.
I'm like, no, she got hummus, everybody, and I fucking love it.
I love it too.
She
And
loves
it's like,
hummus.
I do. I love hummus. I really love
Yeah.
hummus. Oh my god, I love it so
Where's your favorite place to eat it?
My husband makes a really good one.
Oh, he does?
He makes Yotam Ottolenghi's hummus.
Wow.
It's really, really good.
He makes hummus?
Yeah. He cooks a lot. It's awesome.
Wow.
It's so great.
No,
I cook a lot too, but not at the same caliber.
You cook a lot too, like
Yeah.
full like chicken loaves, meat loaves, or like an egg.
I'm constantly making chicken loaves. Like it's
Meatloaf.
my drug of choice.
No, because when I think of cooking, I'm thinking of like things you put in the oven and like, you know.
Yeah, I bake a lot.
You
I
do?
do bake a lot.
Oh,
I
you
bake
do?
a lot of pie. I love baking pie.
Okay. I did not know this, and I'm sorry, and it's gross. But this glambot moment.
No, I love it. Please. I actually love
No,
talking
but that's it. No. I mean, it's gross because like I know you probably got asked about it a lot, and
No,
somehow
not
it comes.
really. I think people are afraid to talk to me about it.
No, but like I was not aware of this, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure you type your name,
Yeah.
and it's like option 5.
No, it's immediate. Like
It's 3.
it's
You had a glambot moment in 20. Was that the press tour for Kissing Booth?
I don't remember. It was 2021. This glambot. Like I was at like the People's Choice Awards, I think, in 2021, or 2020. I don't know. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is people don't know that. They think it was like recent. And you know what?
Are you sure it was in 2019 or like 2018? You were wearing
It was post pandemic, and my hair was extensions. I remember that.
but still short.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like-
so you're saying it was after the act because it was
Yeah, it was
growing
like,
out.
It was 2020 or 2021. It was
So you don't hate it. You don't hate it. You're
No, I
like
think-
everyone can go look for it and watch it right now.
no, watch it and hate it. It's gross. Like it's so funny.
No,
It's like
stop.
no, it's honestly like really funny because like I hated it when it came out but like no one saw it when it came out and I was like, oh my god. and then years later everyone
And then years later,
did you see that?
wait,
tweet?
how did that's what kills me about the internet. So
I
you're
have
saying when
no
it
idea.
came out,
No one saw it.
no one cared.
No one cared.
And wait, is the funny thing about it your thumbs up or that it looks like you're
I have no teeth. Like what? Why do I look like I have no teeth? Like
Wait,
also,
the thumbs
why
up
did I
is
do that?
Wait,
Like, I
the
was
thumbs
trying
up
to-
is I think the thumbs up is a little funny. That would be me though.
My favorite part is anyone watching that thinking I was like trying to slay. Like, no. No, I wasn't. Like, we all know like I'm
Wait.
well aware I did not slay in that glambot.
So for some reason, you guys, just to summarize, Joey had this glambot moment
Yeah. If
That
you
went-
don't already know.
that went viral years later. That because it looks like you're smiling, like it's
So
a
I
toothless
spin
smile.
around, I give the camera a thumbs up, and I do this like dumb, like, but like, you know, it was a joke, like half smile with like my mouth like half open. It looks like I have no teeth.
No, that's
It
so
really
funny.
does. It really does. And also, like, I like when people were trolling me for that, I was like,
Okay.
I get it. Like,
yeah.
I am on board. Like, the worst is when someone posts like a photo of me that like I think I look good in.
Yeah.
Like ugly bitch, and I'm
Right.
like, okay.
But
Then this, I was like, yeah, get her.
But this is what's funny. So after I watched that, it popped up for me like another glambot you did. And that time, I don't know if you remember this, but you went to Cole and you were like, can I watch it? And I wonder if you did that because of that moment. You're like, can I see it? And you watched it and you're like, can I do it again?
Well, okay.
And you
so
did it again.
like subconscious. Of course, it was probably informed by that. Like, I think, yeah, of course it was. I wasn't necessarily like, I want to watch it because the last one was so jank.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I want to see it. Like, and I'm sure it was definitely informed by that.
But it was really good, this one. But I also want to tell people that like the
Yeah, I
glambot
slayed- I
thing.
slayed that
you
one,
slayed.
for
That
sure.
one you slayed. You did. You
I-
did a sexy face. It
I-
wasn't thumbs up in this time.
It wasn't toothless granny. I don't know. I did slay this time.
But let me tell you guys, the glambot thing. So that guy Cole comes up to you, which
I love
everyone
him.
loves. Everyone loves. I don't know. That's a whole other podcast. I mean, not that I don't love Cole, but I'm like everyone really loves him. Like everyone's really excited to see him.
I thought you meant like the fans online love Cole.
No, I think like the celebs that come to the moment,
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
you know, they're so
Hey.
excited. And then he tells you the glambot thing, and he tells you it's so quick. He's like, "Okay, so the camera's gonna come to you and then
Yeah.
swipe around, then you have to turn around, then it's gonna hit, and then you have to do this." And then you have to fucking do it.
It's so fast.
It's so fast.
And it's such slow
And you don't
motion.
actually get like the moment. You don't actually know what the moment is that's gonna.
Mhm.
So you don't know. So the fact
No,
that
it is so fast and it's such slow motion
Yeah.
that you're like, I think we got it.
I would ask to see it too. But you know what's cute about because I felt you so much in that moment because you're so relatable. Is you went up to ask him if you could see it, and then you saw it and you were like, I'll do it again. Then you did it again. And then you didn't want to ask to see it a second time. So you're like, I'm sure we got it then.
Yeah.
You know, when you do that,
No,
it's
literally, like,
you're not gonna ask again to
no,
see it.
I would never. Like, I would rather die than ask him to see it again. But every fiber of my body was like, I want to see that one too. But like, I
know.
was like, I'm sure we got it. Ha,
I know
ha.
it's such a moment that you're like, you feel like you would do the same
No,
thing.
I'm like-
I'm sure that one we got it. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Because you're not going to fucking hold up the line for the,
No, I mean, thank God there was no line when I asked to see it. I would never have asked even to see it again if there was anyone waiting. But,
Yeah.
like, I literally was just like,
Those moments, you guys, I just want to have people listening really like feel like they're in the moment.
yeah,
When they see these glambots, you know,
yeah.
on e-news or wherever, and it's like so cool.
We're suffering. I'm just kidding.
It's so hard. No, but it's like, it's a thing. Like you have to go. Sometimes there's like a line, there's someone in front of you. I mean, it's like a whole thing.
I mean, a red carpet that is the size of like, which that award show, the most recent one was the SAG Awards. A red carpet for those things is always like so bananas. Like it's
Yeah.
so crazy and hectic.
Overwhelming.
But it's like, there's an element of like, you gotta like embrace the chaos. It's really fun. It's
Yeah.
like, it can be really hard and like very like, you could drag yourself through it. But you know what? Like you get to talk to all these like fun new people and it's
Yeah.
really fun.
So I know you're into TikTok. So there's a thing on TikTok that's like what blindness, right? There's like your eyebrow blind.
Oh yeah. Oh,
What
that's a good-
what blindness do you have?
I don't know. Oh no.
Glambot blindness?
Oh no! I was gonna say I feel like now I'm like I don't know if I have an answer. So that means I'm very blind to something. Let me look at myself in the camera
First of all-
reflection right now.
Well, 'cause you love it. You look so cute.
Ooh, well, I didn't do my own makeup today, so there's one thing. But I had definite 2016 makeup blindness for
Oh, yeah?
sure. I mean, I was like
10.
on. I was 2. 2016. I was just born. And I was doing. I was like doing the trendy makeup, which 2016 makeup was like the Anastasia eyebrow palette, like the heaviest of all makeups, the smoky eye for everything. Every time I left my room, didn't matter where I was going, I had a full beat face.
Wow.
Everywhere I
We
went.
need a pick.
Oh, it's so not. Also,
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I also think sometimes I just like like the story I told you with when I get nervous for talk shows.
Yeah.
I've got like personality blindness. Like that's like the worst one to have.
Yeah.
All you've got is your personality.
Yeah.
So
Well, you've got a good one. Shut up.
okay.
Are you in? This is niche Amanda question.
I love it.
I've seen because you're into fashion. You're a fashion girly now and forever. I don't want you to get mad at me. You've always been into fashion.
I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
I've never been mad at you in my life ever.
I love you.
Love you.
So Bermuda pants are making a comeback.
Oh, wait.
Everyone's wearing them, like Daisy Edgar Jones.
Oh yeah. I can't.
Io wore them.
Yeah.
In that TikTok she did with Jeremy.
Didn't she also wear a Bottega look to the Inside Out premiere? That was kind of that like cut of.
Yes.
That look was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but like, could you do it?
I can't do it because, and I'm insecure about my lower body. So I wouldn't do that. I would not choose to cut myself off there.
Wait, you're insecure about your calves?
I would wear shorter shorts because I think it elongates me. in a nicer
Yeah.
fashion.
You are right. I do think you're right in that Bermuda
It just cuts you if you
might be for long people.
Yeah,
And by long
long-
people, I mean tall people.
Yeah, long. I think we should call them long people though. Like I think long people's
I mean, short and long people.
short and long.
I mean, what's
Yeah,
up?
why are we calling them tall when we call other
But
people
you're
short?
right. I want to see you in some Bermudas. In some
I don't know if
Bermudas.
you do actually.
I-
I think it'd be fine. I
I kinda do.
prefer not to cut myself off there.
Joey King, thank you for coming on the pod.
Oh,
I
it's
love you.
over.
I adore you. I
But
don't
I
want to
didn't
take more
get
of
to
your
ask
time.
you all my prepared questions.
You had a prepared question?
for you. I
And
wanna-
you're really killing it. And you're just amazing in everything you do.
Stop.
A Family Affair is out on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, it's such a fun watch. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Go see that.
What a cast.
And go see Despicable Me 4 in theaters.
We love it.
We love it.